We started a series called Brewskis and Branding. And the vibe is that every night we're meeting together on Facebook and we're talking about branding and we're having some drinks. So let me go ahead and turn on my video. What's going on? Hi, I'm here. Tonight, the drink of the night is a White Claw. I'm a big fan of the peach version. Let me know how the sound is, just by the way, because I'm sitting in a room and someone has the sound turned on Zoom and it's a little bit echoey. So let me know how your sound is. If you're watching live on Facebook, let me know if it's echoey. Let me know if it's weird. Let me even know if it's good. Can you mute that? I'm dying. Literally. No, it sounds good on Facebook. Just take your laptop in the other room. I'm fucking dying listening to myself. Chances in here. He's streaming. Listen, Facebook is so stupid. Like, God bless you, Mark Zuckerberg, but like also Facebook has made it so hard to stream. In the last like 2 years, I feel as a content creator, like Facebook has made it hard as fuck to stream. So like we've gone through all these iterations because I'm a content creator, obviously, and I put content onto Facebook because I educate entrepreneurs. And I go live. I used to go live literally every week training entrepreneurs on best practices for social media, best practices for branding. And we used to be able to just like screen share into Facebook groups. They have made it hard as fuck. One of my clients recently, her name is Marlene Horst. She has a $250,000 brand. She built that within our mastermind. And she told me that she had to write an SOP. If you're watching live, put SOP in the chat if you're kind of following or tracking with this. But my client, Marlene, she had to make an SOP for how to stream on Facebook using Zoom to be able to do what I'm doing right now, which is like just a fucking simple slide deck. The SOP had 46 steps. It took 46 buttons to live stream onto Facebook and present slides. I was like, are you Mark Zuckerberg? Like, do you hate us? Like, we love you, but do you hate us? By the way, there's a deer outside. I live in the woods. I live in a mansion in the woods, and there's a deer outside, and it is like staring at me right now, which that's a fucking vibe too. So that's cool. Anyways, so I was just listening to the echo because someone else is streaming live for me from Zoom, streaming it to Facebook so that we can have a slide deck. It's a whole situation. We're probably going to move our whole shit to Kajabi, to be totally honest. Like Kajabi and school really have it going on. We're probably going to leave the Facebook platform in a lot of ways because they've made it so hard. Anyways, I'm done with my bitch fest. How are you? What city are you watching live from? Where are you watching live from? Tonight we're going to do something called Brewskis and Branding, and we're going to talk about branding from a personal brand level, from a multi-seven-figure level. How do you create a personal brand? As someone who's a creative director, so if you're watching live, put the words creative director in the chat. That's what I do. Basically, before I ever built my multi-seven-figure personal brand, I came from a media background. I lived in Los Angeles. I lived in Southern California. I styled like 75 celebrities. So I have an eye for branding visuals. After having 75 celebrity clients on your roster, you kind of have an eye for things. So I combine the best of both worlds. Celebrity styling meets multi seven-figure or eight-figure branding. And that's what I do. That's my work at the world. So we're doing a new series called Brewskis and Branding. It's going to be late at night. We're having some drinkies together. I may be a little buzzed. It is what it is. I hope you're here for it. Grab a drink, hang out. We're going to talk about personal branding. And the reason that I'm obsessed with this, honestly, and I'm doing this whole streaming thing about personal branding is this. I think that the new celebrities are personal brands. I say that because like nobody from Hollywood anymore is going to come and fucking pluck you from obscurity in your town in fucking Nebraska. Like it doesn't work like that anymore. Like no one's coming to find you. Your job, if you feel like you have impact to make in the world, or you feel inside like you are supposed to be some type of micro celebrity and you're supposed to have this message in the online space or in the world, your job is to take it out there. And that's where personal branding really happens. That's the whole point of a personal brand. This is the new Hollywood. Personal branding is the new way to get discovered. If you are in corporate America and you want to get discovered and you want to get paid as a consultant or you want that next job promotion, you should have a personal brand. If you are part of any type of company and you want recognition, you build a personal brand. If you are not affiliated with a company and you just want to get famous, you build a personal brand. This is the point of branding. So tonight we're talking about Brewskis and Branding. Grab your little drink stir, and we're gonna drop in. So here's the vibe. Working with me as a branding person, this is my life motto. It's catch a flight, rebrand your life. I'm known for this. I very much support people buying a flight, coming to Monroe, Georgia, coming to the Content Dream House, which, by the way, that's where I'm filming from live right now. I'm streaming from the Content Dream House. It's $1 million home. And I moved in here with a vision to turn it into a content house. So, content house is basically where you take the square footage of your house and you turn it into shoot spaces. Currently, I live in a house that has 12 different designated shoot spaces, and it's also on acreage, so we can shoot indoors and outdoors plus downtown. So, my life right now, and this has been like pretty much since February of this last year, people fly to me from all over the United States and Canada currently, and they come to the Content Dream House and they shoot 6 months of content in one day. So if you're watching live, put 6 months in one day. This is a big fucking deal. So people come here, they maximize the shoot spaces. We design shoots for them. And basically, instead of reinventing the wheel every day and making reels from scratch and building a brand off of fucking iPhone selfies, they're coming to the Content Dream House and they're doing what's called a content bank, where they come, they shoot a single day of content, and they leave with 6 months of branding assets that are upscale, high-end, intentional, customized to them. And they're elevating their personal brand to command more money, which I'm just going to talk astrology for 4 seconds flat. I'm obsessed with astrology. I didn't used to be, I am now, but my personal astrology is that I'm actually here to help people heal money wounds through businesses. I'm here to help people create financial freedom and live a healed life through money. So my kink in life is honestly helping put money in your hands. And oftentimes it comes through your branding visuals, because people, they trust you oftentimes because of what they can see. So if we can create a brand that uniquely positions you in the marketplace as an authority and makes you more appealing, then more money flows to you. And I'm so here for that. So we've dedicated my entire house to it. And people fly here from all over the country and Canada to shoot their content. One day gives you 6 months of content for your social media. So my motto is catch a flight, rebrand your life. I'm here for it. You need friends like this. Okay, so let's talk about the vision. When a client starts working with me and they are like, okay, I'm ready, I want to shoot my content, this is how it goes. It starts with something called a planning call. Oh my God, there's 2 deer in my yard. I wish I could flip the fucking camera and show it to you, but there's not a back camera on the MacBook, but they're fucking staring at me. Hi, babies. How are you? I think usually starts with a planning call. So we get together, we talk about what are your offers? What's your niche? Who's your market? What are you appealing to in the next 6 months? What are you selling? Da, 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 da. So it takes like about an hour or so, and I find out about your brand. So if you're watching live, put the words planning call. Second piece is we create something called, I'm dying. My graphic designer made this for me today. I fucked up the word Bible yesterday. She didn't catch it. I'm dead. I'm dead. Brand Bible. Sorry for the typo. Anyways, we make something called a brand Bible. I'm going to show you one today. After our planning call, we artistically direct your company. This is a big deal because what I have learned after working with fucking thousands of entrepreneurs since 2019 when I started doing business masterminds is that most entrepreneurs get lost in the sauce. They don't want to direct a team. They don't want to tell people what their aesthetic is. They don't want to explain themselves about their personal expression. They want someone to read their mind, and no one can read their mind. And so they spend shit tons of money on social media. They're still frustrated. No one can get it right. And then I come in. So, hi, it's me. I'm the solution. It's me. So I create something called the Brand Bible that creative directs your company down to the colors, the fonts, the styling, the positioning, the energy. What are we trying to bring across? And we create a document for you. So if you're watching live with the word document, we create a document for you that you can then pass to your team and anyone else creatively that you work with to be like, here's the vibe. Here's who we are. Here's what we represent. Make it look like this. And that's highly soothing to most overwhelmed entrepreneurs. So we start there. Planning call, brand Bible. Sorry for the typo. Should say Bible. It says BB Lay. I'm dead. Anyways, okay. And from there, we jump for a quantum leap. Here's what I mean by that. The first time that I did a big shoot like this, I was making about $30,000 to $60,000 per month. I booked a big shoot, a big branding shoot. I went to batch content because I was like, I'm gonna need it. And between October and December, I jumped from $30,000 to $60,000 a month to a $120,000 launch. So if you do some fast math on that, that's like a 2 to 4x income up level. Like that's a big fucking level. That's like a quantum up level. That's a quantum leap. This is the point of up leveling your branding, and this is what I do. This is my work in the world. Hi, it's me. Okay, so tonight we're going to do a case study on a gorgeous client that I love, 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 love. She's an easy soul sister. She jumped into my life. She found me on Instagram and was like, I love you. I need to come shoot with you. We're doing it. Like, let's go. Okay, so her name is Sarah B. She is a content creator, which this is fascinating to witness. She creates content for other companies for a living. Content creation is her job. And yet, when it came to creating a deck of content for herself, she's like, I just want the celebrity experience. I do not want to have to tell people what to do. I do not want to micromanage anyone. I do not want to creative direct anyone. I want to be in receiving mode for my own shoot. I do this for other people, and now I want to receive. So if you're watching live, put the words receiving mode in the chat. And no, actually, we're going to do a case study about guys. This week, I'm seeing the chat. Someone's like, I hope this is not only for girls. No, I'm going to show you a case study for actually a guy. You're going to fucking love it. It's delicious. It's insane because I love working with men. It's something that I have very much craved and cracked into in the last couple months. And I want to style more men. So we have a case study to show you a man who we've styled, and it's delicious. So it's coming. If you want to stay tuned on these like nightly lives, you'll see a guy who we creative directed. It's delicious. Anyway, so yeah, so put the words in the chat, receiving mode. What I need you to know about Sarah B is she does what I do for a living. Yet when it was time for her shoot to happen, she was like, I pick you. I'm coming to you. Let's do this. This is a huge deal. So this is Sarah B. The picture right here was a before. This is something else that she shot previously with another designer, and it's beautiful. But she was ready for something else. So let's play. Okay. So I'm a big fan of looking at people's current social media. So before we work together, I go in and I feel the energy of the brand. I research you, I audit you, I look at strengths and weaknesses, what I think could happen, possibilities. And I like to kind of play in the quantum field and go like, okay, if you're going to take this to like an 8-figure brand, what would it look like? So my comments, and this is just my comments, it really doesn't matter. Opinions are opinions. But my comments were when I analyzed Sarah's Instagram, this is what I saw from a celebrity artist perspective, someone who styles celebrities, someone who has an artist eye. What I saw was on her Instagram, it felt too busy to me. When I looked at the color palette, I was like, okay. So on the left hand side, and I'm going to kind of hover here, we've got red, we've got turquoise, we've got leopard pants, we've got greenery, we have a black outfit, we have cobblestone, we have fall greenery, we have fall vibes, we have hot pink, we have green, we have hot pink, more hot pink, reds, a bathroom photo. And then this pop of blue that's like, what's happening here? How exciting. Now we have blue, green, jewel tones, pink. So when I looked at the grid, I was like, my eye doesn't know where to land. So I'm going to teach you something about marketing 101 real quick. And it's called the 5-second rule. If you're watching live, put 5-second rule in the chat. I love to teach. Let's go for it. Put 5-second rule in the chat. Also have a drink if you drink, if you're drinking with me. Okay, so here's the thing about the 5-second rule and branding. I'm gonna have you shut your eyes for 5 seconds. So literally close your eyes. If you're driving or operating heavy machinery, do not participate. But if you can shut your eyes for 5 seconds, just shut them. Then I'm gonna have you open your eyes and look at the page and tell me what stands out first. Put it in the chat. What's the first thing you saw when you opened your eyes? For me, it was this hot pink thing that says, as a digital marketing agency, these are my favorite tools that keep the business alive every day. That's what popped out for me. But the challenge that we have is there's a lot to look at and it's hard to focus because there's too much color and not enough what's called negative space. So if you're live, put the word negative space in the chat. Negative space. Negative space would be like a dark background or a white background, but basically there's just not a lot going on. It's called negative space. And this account was lacking negative space. So my vision for working together with Sarah was to create a cleaner, whiter background, not busy, more neutral, and give her some outfits that make the text pop out. Still allowing her to wear color because she loves hot pink and she loves red. If you can see her branding colors up here, she's got red and hot pink. These are her colors. She fucking loves color. So I didn't want to strip her of the ability to wear color, but we needed cleaner backgrounds for her so that the text would pop off the screen and people would have something for their eye to land on without being overwhelmed. So when I did research and like development on her brand, this is what I saw, and this was one of my goals. TMI, nobody gives a shit. Anyways, so let's move. Was that helpful for anyone? I'm talking about branding on like a super high level. I'm like, negative space. Who cares? Anyways, this is just how my brain works. This is a little puzzle that I put together. All right, so when I met her, I'm like, okay, so these are obviously her branding colors. Obviously, it's white, it's black, it's burgundy, red, and variations of pink. Very easy. So this would go into her brand kit. We want to give her branding colors, period, point blank. So with her color palette and with her current Instagram grid, I'm looking at, okay, so what do we want to do next? We want to pull in a color palette that allows her to wear her hot pinks and her reds while also creating negative space behind her. So I knew for sure that I wanted to put her in one of my favorite like shapewear designers that has a hot pink. I'm obsessed with it. I wanted to put her in a bodycon dress that was bright red. I knew that for sure. I wanted to put her in blazers, kind of trendy like two-piece outfits that were black and white so that we could create negative space to put her text on top of. Now let's talk about glam inspo. So I got into the whole vibe of creative directing because originally I was a celebrity stylist. Again, I've had like probably 75 plus celebrity clients, which has been cool. So whenever I work with a client, I'm looking at them, but I'm also looking at their face shape, their energy, their archetype, which by the way, there's 12 different archetypes that I consider when I'm working with a client. So I'm archetyping you. And then I'm also looking into Hollywood icons and going like, okay, who do you match with? If we were going to sit you side by side with a celebrity icon and go like, this is the glam look that we want to do. This is the vibe that we want to capture. There's typically going to be another celebrity that you kind of blend with. So this goes into your glam inspo. As I talked with her, she was telling me like she was a pageant princess when she was a kid, but she was also a tomboy. And she loves like 80s hair bands and a little bit about punk rock. And I was like, oh, easy peasy. This is a Gwen Stefani vibe. So we decided early that the glam inspo was going to be like this clean contour, red lip, a little cat eye vibe, definitely some lashes. So who we were channeling on the shoot was definitely a Gwen Stefani vibe. But then we always play with something called energetic archetypes. If you're watching live, put the word energetic archetypes. And this is a completely different ball field. This is quantum play. This is you channeling something that you have physical evidence of. We talked about this in last night's live, which, by the way, if you missed it, you should watch it. It's a fucking vibe. We did a whole case study on Cynthia Alejandre, a seven-figure brand, and it looks completely different than this. But the thing about an energetic archetype is like 65% of people cannot grasp a concept if they can't see it visually. So that's predominantly most of the world. If you can't see it, you can't step into it. If you can't see it, you can't channel it. If you can't see it, you can't understand it. If you can't see it, you can't embody it. So whenever I shoot a client's content with my amazing team, I'm asking them questions of like, who would we channel for your shoot? What iconic energy do we want to bring into the shoot that already exists? And when I tapped to Sarah B's energy, I was like, okay, so we know for sure Gwen Stefani. We know for sure the punk rock vibes. We know for sure. But also, she has this pop of like Reese Witherspoon's, like Elle Woods. If you've ever watched Legally Blonde, she has that fucking Legally Blonde vibe, right? It's like this innocence, it's this assuredness, it's this brilliance, it's this smartness, it's this big heart. And I was like, okay, we're channeling Elle Woods for fucking sure. But then there was also this little edge about her that's totally Samantha Jones from Sex and the City. It's like, okay, we're going to wear the tight dress. We're going to be a little bit over the top. We're going to say what the fuck we mean. And we're going to make no apologies. So it was interesting, archetypes wise. I was like, okay, these are the three major energies that we are channeling for this shoot. We're channeling a little Gwen Stefani for the punk rock vibes. We're going to pull in some Elle Woods because Elle Woods, Legally Blonde. And then we're also going to be a little bit sultry and a little bit in your face, like Samantha Jones. And all three of these energies together are going to make this like perfect fucking trifecta of a rebrand. So if you're watching live, put rebrand in the chat because that's what I do. I'm the queen of the 1-day rebrand. All right, let's talk about shoot concepts. Shoot concepts. This is so fun for me. Leaning into the whole Gwen Stefani vibes, I was like, okay, so for sure, we need to do like at least one shoot concept that's modern and edgy. I wanted to pull in Gwen Stefani vibes. I wanted some skate culture. I mean, like skateboarders, 90s shit, right? A little edge, some skate culture, some Motley Crue. This girl fucking loves Motley Crue. She loves Motley Crue. So I was like, we got to pull some fucking Motley Crue in. We got to bring some Def Leppard into the game. We need some band t-shirts. Okay. So bring all of this in, but also heavily pepper it with some LA influencer, right? We want some influencer vibes. We want the ripped jeans. We want some Khloe Kardashian ripped jeans out here. We want some vintage rock tees. We want some jewelry stacks out here. We want the red beanie. We want the oversized glasses. We want all of it. Like, this was the fucking vibe. And when I make notes for this, you'll see in the bottom, like where my cursor is hovering, I make notes for the styling team. And I'm like, okay, so stylist note, we're going to pair this with a blazer and swap out the beanie. Because what? When you're shooting content like this, you want to leave with a content bank. You want as much variety as possible. So we could style it like this with the t-shirt, the jeans, the heels, the bag. We can style it that way. That's one look. But then in 2 seconds, we can totally change the look by adding what? A little blazer, a little beanie vibe, right? Or changing out the shoes, and we get a totally different look. So this is how we wardrobe style people, but we give you a shit ton of content in a very small period of time because we just swap out accessories and just up level, make it more casual and then more elevated, and we can change it out in 2 seconds. So this was her concept one, very important. We wanted to go for like the influencer vibes, a little bit of skate culture, little Gwen Stefani, little ripped jeans, little red beanie vibes. Okay. Concept number 2 is completely different. If you're watching live, put change it up. This is a big deal. Okay. So with this particular client, she has a soft side. She has the Elle Woods vibes. She has the like, we must have a fuzzy furry pump in the mix. We need the big bow. We need the fluffy dress. Like, we need it, right? It's feminine. So her concept too was that I wanted to kind of put her in neutrals. So we literally called this concept too. We called it put it in neutral. And the inspo was light and airy. We wanted to feel like date night that feels romantic, but a little corporate, smells like Chanel perfume, breakfast at Tiffany's, a croissant in Paris, feels like channeling Marilyn Monroe with the wind in her skirt. This was the vibe that we were going for concept 2. If you're watching live, put concept 2 in the chat. This is our concept 2. Very romantic. Romantic. It's the romance out here. Okay, concept 3. We called this one bold move. Bold move. I fucking love this dress. This dress is so fierce. It's a bodycon dress. If you've never worn one of these, highly recommend. Go to my Instagram, to the shop links, highlight, and buy the fucking dress. It's insane. Buy it in 2 sizes. Keep the one that fits. This is wardrobe styling 101. Have a drink. Here we go. My inspiration here was like Adele, right? Because Adele's curvy. She makes no apologies. My client is curvy. She makes no apologies, like full ownership. We're curvy out here. It is what it is. We're fine. Okay. So it was like this Adele curvy energy meets some full glam Nikki Tutorials. Do you guys know who the fuck Nikki Tutorials is? I love some Nikki Tutorials. You might not know who that is. She's like a makeup influencer. And then we're also going to have the energy channeling a little bit of Lizzo. If you know Lizzo, she's plus size and proud. She makes fucking no excuses. No apologies about her body. She loves it. She's here. She's going to put it out there. And this is what we wanted to channel. So honestly, when I presented the idea of a bodycon dress to our client, she was like, I've never worn something so tight. And I was like, today's your magic day, my friend. We're doing it. And the vibe here was just like, be happy with yourself, be proud of your body, own your curves. We're doing bold moves today, and it's going to be a bold bodycon dress and full glam. So this was our look concept number 3. If you're watching live, put concept 3 in the chat. By the way, you guys are just so quiet. I honestly swear to God, I feel like I want to find a different app to stream on because you guys are so quiet. It bothers me. I feel like I'm talking to a brick wall. Can you guys talk back? It would be really cool. Have a drink, loosen up, relax your anus, and let's talk about branding. It'd be really cool if you talk back. Cool. Anyways, how is it that I have like 5,000 friends on this app and I wait for you guys to talk to me? Why is that? That's weird. This app is weird. Mark Zuckerberg, what's happening? Marky, what's happening? Anywho's room. All right, concept number 4. We are going for a little bit of like business cash. So business cash in our world, we're talking, yes, blazer. Yes, blazer. But blazer meets capital V-neck shapewear in hot pink. We need both and. We're channeling the women in suits on the red carpet meets a little bit of New York City, where the girls in suits speed walk to work in sneakers. We need both and. This particular client, she's obsessed with sneakers. She had like hot red sneakers, hot pink sneakers, glittery sneakers, leopard sneakers. She had all the sneakers. And I'm like, girl, you remind me of New York. Like when I worked New York Fashion Week, I was flabbergasted because, like, literally, you walk around New York for days and days and days and days. It's an insane experience. And you see all these women and they're in power suits and sneakers. And that's the vibe that this girl gave me. I'm like, you remind me of New York City. It's power suits and sneakers, it's shapewear, power suits, the heat of summer, and sneakers. So that was our concept for it. We just went for it. It was a little New York City vibe. Okay, let's talk shoes. Styling the shoot, this girl had mad fucking shoe game. Like she had shoe game from heaven. She had super dope shoes. She had really fun pumps, some nudes, some sparkles, some chunky blacks. Like she had a lot going on, some sparkle boots. Then we added in the Elle Woods vibes. So these were the shoes. This was the wardrobe game. I'm just giving you like game for it. So that was the prep work. It was the planning call. It was the brand Bible. These were the goals. These are the concepts. But then let's talk about the shoe. She flew in. This was a special case. So Sarah's a special case. She's a wild woman. She's got some little dogs. And this is where it becomes human. Okay. She's got some little dogs, just like some of you have some little children or some little pets or some little whatever's in your life that you have to take care of. So she's got these little dogs. And she was like, I really want to come and do this content shoot, but I'm going to have to find dog sitters. So I need to plan this around my dogs. And I was like, heard. I plan my stuff around my kids. I understand this. So she ended up taking the earliest flight possible out of Florida, flying up to Georgia, getting to the content dream house maybe at like 8 or 9 in the morning. We shot all day long for her content. We easily got over 100 images, hundreds of BTS videos. She stepped into her quantum expansion for her brand, and then she took the red eye home. She did all of this in one day. If you're watching live, say it was done in a day. We did this whole entire rebrand, hundreds of pieces of content for her brand up level in one day. This is quantum expansion. So I'm so proud of this. I'm obsessed with this. This is in what's called the podcast room. In my house, we have a podcast room. It's a whole entire room dedicated to nothing and no one else but the podcast vibes, which is really, really quite silly because I don't even have a podcast. I should probably start one, but whatever. It's like on the back burner. But can we talk about this picture? It's the notes of red in the glasses. It's the oversized glasses. It's the glam. It's the hair. It's the red bodycon dress. It's the fucking blazer. It's the gold button on the blazer. It's the jewelry. It's the stance. It's her fucking smile. She's so fucking beautiful. It's the glasses in her hand. It's her standing behind the mic. It's the lips. It's the positioning of her favorite books. It's everything. This girl was on fire. And these are just 3 of 100 photos. The bodycon dress was giving, the nude heels were giving, the freaking makeup was giving, the hair was giving, her energy was giving. I'm dead. I could just log off now. Look at this. Okay, this is also in the podcast room. It's natural lighting. It's the hair shake out here. It's her dancing. It's her energy. It's this little freaking squint of her eye when she's laughing. I'm obsessed with her. These photos, they're just everything. And look at this. It's the jewelry stack. It's the sneakers. It's the juxtaposition of the tattoo in the picture. I'm just obsessed. Okay, anywho's I love this. And this is just the beginning. Let's talk about her. Put it in neutrals look. This is us stepping into the more romantic vibe, right? We're talking the roses. We're talking about the literal oversized bow dress. It's the heels with the little pop of cuteness. It's a lip phone. Who has a 1990s lip phone? Can we talk about the lip phone? Obsessed with the lip phone. It's the look on her face. It's literally the heart pendant on the necklace. It's her feet up in the air. Obsessed. Obsessed, obsessed. Nailed it. Proud of it. Love it. So then we took her into a different room. This is another room in the house, and this is the booze and vinyl room. If you're live, put the words booze and vinyl. I'm a very MCM mid-century modern lover out here, obsessed with the booze and vinyl out here. I wish I could go back in time. I wish that sometimes I could just live in the 90s and just have a booze and vinyl room and my stepdad and the 70s vibes in our house. Sometimes I just wish I could go back.
Yeah.
Alas, here we are. We're not in the 90s anymore, but I can recreate it. So, the booze and vinyl room. We have this room in the house that we designed as a shoot space. We put the walnut paneling in the background. We've got a little mini bar. It's definitely a little booze and vinyl vibe. So, we took her there in our look number 2, which, if you recall, this is that whole like put it in neutral vibe. It's the flowy dress. It's a little date night vibe. It's a little more feminine, right? And so we took her into the booze and vinyl room and we're like, okay, so let's talk props for a second. Props. Put the word props in the chat, PROPS. Every single shoot has specific props that matter to the client. Now, what do we know about her Instagram? It's full of pink. So, of course, we're buying the Veuve for her shoot. We're going with the pink bottle. So she cracked some Veuve, had some rosé on camera, and then we took her to the white background because we have this gorgeous white backdrop as well, and did some more like studio images. So nailed it, loved it. Have the pink rose quartz, the feminine candle vibes, the little bar in the background with the pink. Nailed it. Nailed it, nailed it, nailed it. Okay, so now let's talk about this look. Obsessed with it. We talked about this for her concept number 1, which is bringing in a little bit of that like punk rock vibe, that Gwen Stefani vibe. It's the ripped jeans. It's the oversized glasses. It's nerdcore. If you're watching live, put the word nerdcore in the chat. I don't know if you guys grew up in the 90s, but there was this musician called Lisa Loeb. She had the song called Stay, and it was very nerdcore. She had the big oversized glasses. We're channeling that shit. This was some 90s grunge nerdcore vibes. And we fucking nailed it. So she's got the Lisa Loeb Stay glasses. She's got the Motley Crue tee. She's got her favorite book. They're ripped jeans. It's the 90s aesthetic. We're bringing in sneakers. We're bringing in the beanie. It's skater aesthetic. But then we took skater aesthetic and we elevated it. Just a minute ago, I was talking about how you can take a wardrobe option, remove the accessories, right? Change out a shoe, pop on a blazer, and elevate the aesthetic. This is what we did here. So we've got nerdcore 90s happening right here, skater vibes. We take the hat off, we ditch the bag, we change the shoe, we put on an overcoat, and now we're elevated. We pop on a blazer and a designer bag, and now we're elevated. This is how you get multiple different vibes and multiple different looks out of the same wardrobe option. You're welcome. So fucking fun. You're crawling into my brain today, just by the way. This is so fun. Okay, so this was one of the last things that we shot, and it was so fun because this girl loves 80s hair bands, Motley Crue, right? She loves the rocker vibes. And I was like, of course we should have a red Corvette. So we had a red Corvette for her to shoot in, a fucking vibe. We went with the hot pink Poppy Lush. We went with the ripped jeans, the bracelet stack, which this is like, when you think about jewelry, jewelry is so specific to your brand. So the bracelet stack, we kept the bracelet stack. We showed off the tattoos. We showed off the sneakers. Everything about this is like vibes of fun. This is the energy and the archetype of a rebel, a rule breaker, a creative. It's bright popping lights. It's tons of color. It's I do what the fuck I want. And also bringing in so much fun. It's rebel vibes. It's jester vibes. It's a fucking vibe. So in the last couple of weeks, she's been posting some of the content from the shoot. And if you'll notice, her Instagram after is exactly what we were going for. It's a lot cleaner. When you look at the grid, there's a lot less kind of pulling your eye in different directions, and it's easy to focus. That was our goal. So now it's time for you. Let's talk about plotting your rebrand. This is what I do for a living. Honestly, since 2019, I have been creative directing and helping companies to build their social media presence. It's no secret. I started my first mastermind in 2019. It's now 2025. We're 6 years later, have helped thousands of clients with everything from money mindset to personal branding to social media communications. This is what I do. In the last year of my life, I have become a little bit of a psychopath about helping people to plot their rebrand. Because what people see about you in the online space determines how much they'll pay you. Period. Your online presence dictates what you get paid. How much money you can command has a lot to do with your public image. Now, when you're looking at the right-hand side of the screen right here with all of my images, I am an archetype that's a rebel and a magician. So I love pushing boundaries. Just because I look like this doesn't mean I need you to look like this in your branding. Everyone's branding is specific to them. Yours might not look this sexy, this wow, this like cutting edge. That's fine. But what I do want to point out is whatever box you're living in with your brand is the box of how much money you're making or not making. And I'm here to fucking fix that. So hi, we're here. Karen Fegan, what's up, girl? Book a brand shoot with us, honey. We're coming in town anyways. So let's talk about a rebrand. If you're watching live, put the word rebrand in the chat. What's a rebrand? Basically, it's just jumping out of the box. Like people know you a certain way. They've seen the shit that you post. They see your fucking dog pictures. They see the pictures of your grandkids or your children. People have you boxed in how they expect you to be in the online space. And a rebrand is about breaking the box. It's about showing people many different aspects of you. It's about showing your value system, the energy that you represent, and what you're trying to sell, and packaging it in a way that gets people scrolling. And then they come across your post and they're like, holy shit, what happened to them? What are they doing? This is the point of a rebrand. So, this is what I do. This is the content dream house. This is what I've been doing lately. This is what I devoted my summer to. I've had literally dozens of people come and shoot content inside of the content dream house. This is my home here in Georgia. It's like just under 5,000 square feet. There's 12 different shoot spaces, and people come here and shoot their content. Thanks, babe. Babe brought me another drink. Love that for me. Are you drinking with me? Just by the way, what are you drinking tonight? So this is what we've been up to. And the beauty of doing a content shoot at this level is that it's unlike anything that you'd find in your hometown. Like if you just go to your local photographer and you're like, oh, I want to book a brand shoot, you're not going to have a creative director. You are not going to have a wardrobe stylist. Chances are you're not going to have a glam team that has creative direction. If you have a glam team, they're just going to give you cookie cutter bullshit that looks like everyone else. They're not going to be aware of what you sell. They're not going to be aware of what your launches are across the next 6 months. They're going to give you some cookie cutter bullshit brand shoot that they did for 6 other people in your town, and it's going to be a wash. When you work with us, it's completely different. But it takes about 30 days. So if you're watching live, put 30 days in the chat. It takes about 30 days. Why? If you're coming to shoot content with me, which by the way, the next opportunity is 30 days away, we have my branding photographer flying in. She shoots for Vogue and a bunch of other 7 and 8 figure brands. She's coming here to the Content Dream House. It's her favorite place to be. She's coming here October 13th, 15th, 17th. So she's going to be here in Georgia shooting content. That means we've got 30 days to prep. And we need all 30 days to prep. Why? We got to do your planning call. We got to map your brand Bible. We're going to plan your wardrobe. We need time for the wardrobe to ship to you, right? This is the vibe. So if you're watching this and you're like, hell yeah, I think I'm ready for a rebrand. I want to change the way that the social media landscape pays me. I'm ready for this. The time is now, but the time is ticking. And we got 30 days to prep for your shoot. Now, if you're one of the people that's tuning in live for this, I will say there's no accidents. You were meant to see this tonight. No one finds me or these shoots by accident. You are already on the frequency of a millionaire. Otherwise, this would not have even shown up for you because that's how the content field works. If you're meant for a rebrand, you'll find this. This will find you and vice versa. So move like it. When I decided to do this for the first time, meaning book a branding shoot, let someone creative direct me, buy wardrobe, change my look, do the whole thing, it was in October. I came home from the shoot, I had all my content, and I started using it for Black Friday, my holiday launches, and for pre-selling the next year. What ended up happening was that I 2 to 4x'd my revenue in the last quarter of the year. That's the goal of what we're doing for what's called Content Dreams in 30 days. We have a bunch of clients flying in, they're shooting content, they're getting their content banks. The goal is for them to use it for their Black Friday, use it for their holiday season, and to pre-sell next year. Because what? The way people pay you in the online space has to do with your visuals. The price point that you command has to do with what people can see, how they perceive your company. So this is an opportunity for you to come and shoot 6 months of content, which allows you to pre-sell into next year, sell through holiday, sell through Black Friday, and do it at an elevated level that allows people to trust you and pay more. So right now, we're in September. We're 30 days out for the next Content Dream shoot, which means you're one season away from everything in your company looking completely different, visually and financially. But the crazy thing is, you'll never find out what it could be unless you do it. So here's the next steps. We have an in person event. It's October 13th. Put the words October 13th in the chat. I've run a mastermind since 2019. The mastermind is basically millionaires and multi six-figure entrepreneurs, and we talk. We yap. It's a fucking yap club. And in the process of yapping, we share business ideas, business strategies, emotional intelligence. We help each other. We talk about our launches. We talk about our lives. We talk about our kids. We talk about our relationships. We yap. And we help each other build brands. We don't usually do this, but we decided October 13th to open the doors of our Yap Club. And if you can see this room right now on the screen, this is my house. This is my $1 million home, just an hour east of Atlanta. And if you get a ticket to this, I'm inviting you to my fucking house. This is a big deal. Like, I'm literally saying, come be part of the Yap Club and come to my physical house. Do you know the level of vulnerability that is? Like, this is a big deal. But this is what it's going to look like. We're going to be hanging out in the sunroom, hot girl walking in the morning, grabbing our coffees, talking business, brand, launches, Black Friday, brand voice, AI integrations, how to make content. We're going to build content live in person with an intimate group. If you're watching live, put intimate group in the chat. We're capping this at 12 seats live in person, not including people who lead the space. So it's a small group. You're going to get like laser coaching for your company from millionaires. It's called Amplify Your Biz. To be honest, on your calendar, you probably have the day off because it happens to fall on Indigenous Peoples Day. It's a Monday. It's a bank holiday. You probably have the day off. So no excuses. It's $997. It's 8 a.m. till 5 p.m. at my house. If you're someone who likes all the details, you can screenshot this for what's going to happen there. But it's 8 till 5 on a Monday. It's a mastermind. But here's where I'm just going to get a little bossy, if that's cool with you. These are my best friends in business: Christina, Cynthia, Sarah. Sarah's an AI expert. Cynthia's an EQ master. Christina's a money coach. These are my best friends in business. And I got to the level that I'm playing on as far as personal brand, self-expression, happiness, money, because I surrounded myself with other people who are running the race like I run it. They say that you become like the 5 people that you spend the most time around. So one day of you switching up your environment and coming and hanging out with a bunch of millionaires and multi 6-figure entrepreneurs can shift your wealth trajectory in a way that you don't even imagine. This is your chance to come and shift it all, especially walking into Q4. But here's where I'm going to get bossy. And I'm just going to say, if you're already coming to Georgia and you're already coming to my house and you're already meeting my mastermind and you're already going to strategize, why the fuck would you not stay here and get a photo shoot too? You literally have a glam team, a wardrobe stylist, a creative director, a fucking video team, and a bunch of hype girls at your disposal, why would you not stay and shoot your content? So here's what that looks like if we choose to stay. There's two options. One of them, it's called a Content Express. It's $5,500 for context. For context, if you're going to pay a photographer, pay a wardrobe stylist, pay a glam team, and pay a creative director, plus rent a house to shoot your shit in, it's $1 million home, you're looking at over $10,000 in expenses. So we've halved that cost for you. It's $5,500. It's a stylized brand shoot called the Content Express. I'm going to go to the next page and show you what else included. But that's like the deal of all deals. It's $5,500. Next up, there's something called Content Dreams. What you just saw for Sarah Brashears, she did what's called a Content Dreams. It's a full brand transformation. It's a fully stylized shoot. It was 4 different wardrobe designs. It was multiple location. It was indoors. It was outdoors. It was downtown. It was at the mansion. It was everywhere. That particular set of content that you just saw was just a sneak peek. She had hundreds of pieces of videos and pictures that she left with, and that's called Content Dreams. That particular package is $20K. It includes your whole stylized photo shoot and 6 months of support. So if you're watching live, put 6 months of support in the chat. What I mean by that is you're getting a content shoot, but then you're getting myself and 5 other support coaches helping you integrate this content across the next 6 months in your brand. So you're not just getting handed a bunch of content and no strategy. We're there to help you. That's the point of it. So we have 2 different options. There's a $5,500 option. There's a $20K option. Pick your poison. If you're a details person, we've got this little page for you right here. It's going to walk you through it. A Content Express. If you have never shot anything, I would say start here. If you've never done a brand shoot, if this is your first time, if you've never made a content bank, if you're new to this, not true to this, I would say start here. What does it include? It's $5,500. You can pay it in 2 installments if you want to. But this is 2 wardrobe changes minimum, a BTS video package. So you're going to leave with videos on your iPhone and professional videos as well. 50 images that you can use. They're high level. I mean, they're shot by a Vogue photographer. They're edited. They're branding photos. You don't have to worry about your glam. You literally just show up. The glam team does your hair and makeup. Your wardrobe styling is taken care of. We're creative directing you. We have the shoot concepts in place. You just show up and have a blast. And you leave with 3 to 6 months of content. That's a Content Express. This is available on Wednesday, October 15th. We have a space, and Friday, October 17th, we have a space. When I say a space, I mean if you want this, you need to move because these spaces are going to run out. I'm going to be going live pretty much every night until these sell out. So if you want a space, you should probably move on it and get a space. Okay, second option. If you're someone who loves the details, you can go ahead and screenshot this right here. The second option is called a Content Dreams. This is an ultimate brand transformation. This is more, in my opinion, for the person who has a goal to elevate their brand by at least 6 figures this year. What's included? You're getting a half-day creative direction brand shoot with myself and Melissa Powell, who has photographed for Vogue. She's photographed a ton of 7 and 8 figure brands. She's a beast. Because you have a half day to shoot, we have options for location. You can use the Content Dream House. We can be indoors. We can use any of the 12 shoot spaces. You can go outdoors. We can go downtown. We can do a lot of different things. A day shoot, a night shoot. We have a ton of options. You also get the full professional glam team. So hair and makeup is handled. And you get a minimum of 4 different wardrobe styling looks. And you kind of saw how we played with that, like punk rock look and we swapped out accessories and then elevated it. The thing about a single wardrobe look is you can get a lot out of a single look. You might end up with 8 different concepts from 4 looks. It's really fun. So a ton of variety. You also get a professional BTS video package. Our videographer Riley will be there using a professional camera. You can also have someone else follow you with your iPhone, so you can leave with a shit ton of content. And this is where it gets fun, is that we're not just going to create a $20,000 photo shoot for you. That's not the point of the 20K. It's $20,000 because it includes 6 months of support inside of what's called Soft Girl CEO Academy. This is copywriting, content creation, branding, offers, AI, development, money, EQ, all of it for 6 months. I've done these shoots before for people where like they leave with a ton of content and then they don't have the strategy of what to do with it and they sit on their content and it killed me. So now moving forward, when we do a full blown rebrand for people, it includes support on how to use your content. This is also a business write off. So be smart about it. If you need a business write off before the end of the year, this is probably smart for you. Okay. So I think I'm wrapped for the night. I don't think I want to talk about that tonight. We're good. We'll talk about Soft Girl CEO Academy. So this is our client Sarah before. A little busy. You saw the after. All right, guys. This was a blast. We're going to be doing these probably, I don't know, most nights a week until we sell out of all of our shoots. We're going to have a little fun, creative time. I'm here for it. If you like this and you want to see more branding development, put the word more in the chat. Because we have done creative direction like this for dozens and dozens of clients. And I want to show you, like, I want you to crawl inside my brain. I want you to see the different ways that brands can elevate and express. And if you want more, put the word more and we'll be live with you again. Okay. Love you guys. Bye.